All right, let's continue. So in the previous video, part 1, we finished the db2move export, okay? So we also transfer the files from this source database and to the target database server. This is command we use, so scp -r directory and to another server. So now we're going to just let's log on to another server, Linux server, and we're gonna work there. So I'm gonna use SSH again. So it really doesn't matter where you like use the SSH command. You can do it from another box. So anywhere you can connect. Okay, so but in this demo, I just to make a sample, I just have these two servers. So I first log on to this server. After I done the export and transfer to, then from this server, I just use SSH log on to this server. Okay, so let's continue. Let me remove those things. Okay, so now we are in the Linux server. You see this is the server name. So for the Linux server, we can do a host name cuddle or CTL. So you can see the static host name. It's 08. This is chassis is VM. Visualization Oracle, operating system Oracle Server 9.2. And this is from the VirtualBox. Okay, so let's continue. So last previous video, we did create the buffer pool and table space in the tables. So now let's take a look. Let's first continue. So we're gonna run a command called the db2 tables for all. Okay. So I'm gonna filter those sys related. Okay. So you can see it. -v to filter those sys related. Okay. So you can see like all this you see geo sales, EDW, W, geo save CT, and so on and so forth. Geo sales. So that is the sample database IBM designed like 15 some years ago. Okay, long time ago. But still, it's a decent design and have lots of schemas and tables. Okay, so now we go to this export directory. Let's do ls. You see, this is all the table. The exported into the XF files, and those are message file. When you do the export, just save X file. Okay. So if we use the db2move utility, it's very simple because we don't have to write our script to do one by one. However, as I said, if the table have like some very some kind of a column like always generalized like timestamp change the column. So we may the db2look and probably gonna fail. Also, this table database is very simple. We just did a create. It's not in the archival login mode, and also for this database, we don't have like the parameters blocking login or those kind of parameter settings. So It's relative vanilla type. Okay, in production you might have different settings, so it may causing this db2move fail. So you have to do table by table and use a special load command. Okay, so we are not covered here, but just FYI. Okay, so in this demo we're gonna use db2move, and so to move to import those data back. Okay, so earlier on the source we used export. Now we're gonna use either like import or the load. So as I said, load is faster because they bypass the database engine and work on the data page. So we're gonna use this load. Probably in the production live system, you also, in the real world, you also probably choose to use the load for better performance. Okay. All right. So let's do that. So we're gonna do the command is going to be db2 move database name. So in this destination we call GS2. So if we use import, we can use this option. We can see replace whatever all the data they're going to replace with this the data in the IXF files. So as I said, this is going to be slow, so I'm not going to do it. So we're going to use a different one. We're going to use the load. Okay, so load, we're going to use load option. We're going to use replace. Okay. All right, so let's see how long I'm going to take. All right, so now you can see it basically saying loaded which table, how many row being read, how many being loaded, how many being committed, and so so on and so forth. Okay, and it's pretty quick. And after that, so let me add in some comment here. Okay. So in the real world, of course, when you move a database, right? So you definitely want after that, you're gonna need to, here, let me use a text box, okay? So after load, you need typically do a count star and compare compared with the source, okay? With the source count star. So you can do that. So, however, the load utility is going to, when you first time do the count star, they will give you error if this like you need to do this one set integrity. So these things kind of maybe confusing to some, like especially like the newcomers, like people new to the db2. Okay, so we're gonna demo how to actually set the integrity. So in this way, if you work in the real world environment, you can write a small script to and work like smoothly. Okay, so you will see that shortly. Okay, so let's go back to our command window. Right now it's in the letter P, so let's give it 1 minute to wait to finish. Then we're gonna do a count star. Okay, as I said, because the load utility bypass database engine, after load we have to set integrity to check the data to make sure the data it is good, like referential integrity. Means you don't have like orphan records. Okay, so the syntax, it is going to be check integrity is going to be db2 db2 set integrity in I don't know what is this integrity for the table name and immediate checked. So that is the syntax. Okay, so we're gonna run this command for all the table. It is in the it's called the check pending. Okay, so let's see. So it's S, it's almost there. Okay, once it's complete, so we're gonna do a count star. Okay, and we'll see what's going to happen. And let me use a table. Let me just use this table. Okay. So this table have 847 row. And once this is okay, it's almost there. So this one have like 500,000, and so let's see, it's almost finished. So we do have like a decent amount of data, you know, like a few hundred thousand rows. So for learning purpose, it's good. Okay. Even we can use those data to do like a performance test, you know, join the tables and create indexes or remove indexes, those kind of things. But anyway, just let's wait till it's finished. So it's finished. Okay. So once it's finished, let's try to do a count star. Okay. So let me see if I already connected. So I connected. Let me do a select count star. I just pick up a one of the table. Okay. From so this is the table earlier we picked up. Let's see. I still need this double quote. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick count star to see what we're gonna get. Okay. You see, when we do the count star, they give this error message. It says the operation is not allowed. The reason code is 1. So that means this table in the check pending. So in order to find out all the table in check pending, so we're gonna do a query like this. So we're gonna do a select table name. In db2 is called tab name from syscat. Okay. This is catalog tables where they call the status. Okay. So status equals C. C means check pending. So if we run this command, you will see we get a lot of table. We get like 137 tables in the check pending. In order to remove those tables from the check pending status, we need to run this command for all the tables. Okay. However, it's hard to you do one by one, right? So basically, or manually. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna write a short script. So basic here, what we're gonna do is, let me also put this. I'm also gonna put this table schema. Okay, tab schema here. So in this way, we know which table belong to which schema. So you see, this is the schema name, this is the table name. Once we have this list, then we can do a loop. Okay, so in my example, I just keep it simple. Okay, so I'm going to just let's see, while read $s means schema, t means table, and do. Okay, so we're gonna loop against all these tables. So before do that, I need to do a connect. Okay, connect to GS2. In the real world, you probably just write a short script. Okay, so here I just for demo, I just want to quick. So when we do a connect to the database, then we do a count star. Okay, so let's retrieve early the command. So here is going to be $T, that is my table name. So this is going to be $S. So this is my no, this is not count star. I'm gonna do a set integrity. Okay, so what we're gonna do is set integrity for this table. Okay, so for this table, and after that, there's a keyword called immediate checked. Okay, so and then we loop to all tables. Okay, so that is going to do. Okay, so set integrity and so we might want yeah, let's just do this. Okay, so and so this command is going to do run. So what this command run is going to, you see, some are successful, some is not, because it's depend on it, which is parents table with the child table. Okay, so the child table check first, and then like the reference to integrity maybe so this table is child, another is parents, but it is another table's child. So that is what you have to run this couple of times to remove this check pending. Okay, so you can see it. Some of it's successful, so I have to wait this finish. So you will see the list of the table being in the check pending is going to be reduced. Typically depends on how many tables you have. If you have 1,000 tables, you may take a while, and also depends on how big your database is. Okay, but that is the things in the real world we need to do for check pending. Okay, and so try to write a short script and do this, and if you doing those kind of load operation when the table in the check pending state. Okay, it take time to learn those things. Okay, including myself, and let me see. I think next time I can put a -v option so we can see which table is being run the check. So right now it is in the geo time. Let me see MRK. So it's 137 tables. Now it's SSL. So almost there. Okay. So all right. So this is the first round. Okay. So let's do the second round. So what I'm going to do is here. So I'm going to use the -v. So in this way we can see. Let me make this a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm going to put a -v here. All right, run this one more time. So the second time you can see it. Some are successful. This one is successful, right? This one is successful. Some are still not successful yet. They will wait to another round. Okay. So the list is gonna shrink because there's more and more child table being checked. You see, this one is successful. Employee survey targets, and so. Now it's a survey. It's let's see, a retailer. So almost there. So this is the second round. So the table list in the check pending is going to be smaller. Okay. So what is this? Custom order header. Maybe it's not alphabetic order, but it is. It's almost there. All right, RTL, SLS. Okay, so it is almost there. So this is the sales fact, probably a little bit larger table. Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit of time, and but you can see it's the dimension table. Those already checked. Okay, so typically we'll need to run a couple of times for this integrity check before all the table becomes available to be selected. So for this, because we are running on the laptop computer, so it's going to be slow. Okay, in the real world, you can have enterprise server, so it's going to be pretty fast. Okay. Let's see. So basically, you need here you generate a list file tables in the check pending. It depends on the status equals C, and then you run against all the tables. Okay, and run many times. So this one is still in checked. So just give it a minute. Okay, let me pause the video and return. Finished. Okay, so I think at this moment the list is it's gonna be smaller. So let's if we do this, okay, let's do this. You can see it now. It's only 35 tables. Okay, so let me retrieve back to the simple one-liner. You can see it. It's very simple. Okay, you can use this as example. Okay, so let's do one more time. All right, so it's more and more table being checked. Okay, the list is continued to shrink. Okay, so after this all successful, then all the table is available. So probably after this round, only a couple of table left. So we run one more time, make sure all the table being it's no table in the check pending. Okay, so let's see now probably three tables. So let's one more time. So you see we run a couple of times. All right, so let's run one more time. So the last two tables. All right, you see all successful. There's no more table in the check pending. If you run this again, they return nothing. Okay, so all the table it is checked. So typically, I think after we're done, it's the database ready to go. So if you do like migrate a database from one platform to another, you might consider to make sure the row count is the same. Okay, so let me do a similar command. Okay, so I'm gonna do a similar command to do the row count. Okay, so let me retrieve a command I used earlier. It's a similar thing. Okay, so it's count star. Okay, so this is the command I'm gonna use. So first I list all the tables. I filter the table type is T, and then filter out anything with the sys, that is IBM system table. Then similar to the connect to the database, and then to the count start to the table. Okay, so let me run this. You can see it quick. Okay, so you can see from this simple script, one-liner, we can do do a count start to all tables. And you can see this is table count, this is the table name. So make sure you can compare this output with the one the source database. Okay. Although it's on the Windows, you can do the similar thing. Okay, you can catalog that database here on this Linux server, and then do the just treat it the remote database like a local one. So really, there's no much difference besides in the DB2 world, the remote one and the local one, it's basically same. The only difference when you connect, you use username and password. Okay. Other than that, it should be same. All right. So I think we're done with this demo. That is the part 2. So this portion probably a little bit complicated. So, but still, I think it's worth to become familiar with. And as I said, the last word of so in this demo, we used the db2move. As I said, in certain situation, the db2move is not working because when IBM designed this db2move utility, certain situation it's not in consideration because the database technology keep changing, but this db2move utility is still like 20 years ago, like that style, that version. Okay, like db2.7, db2.8, db2, even db2.6. So now we are in db2.11.5. So probably behind the screen is still the very old fashion. So certain data types they cannot handle in certain situation. Let me give you example. Okay. Let's see, db2 get dbcfg grep lock. Okay. So in certain environment, I'll give example. Let's do this one. Block. So certain environment, like in the database header environment, we typically put this block no log into the equals yes. And when we turn this on, then the db2move will stop. So we have to use unless you relax this one. Also, the behavior, like if you're using archive log mode, or and circular mode, and also the load behavior is also we need to be aware. It is kind of sometimes very difficult to handle. Okay, so also let me just do a sta and and also depend on this is the primary database or standby database and the standard database, and also if it is archive logging, those kind of also in fact this db2 move. But in general, just for learning, so you can use this because it's very simple. Okay. Anyway, so that's all, and then almost another half hour.